From beautiful models and beautiful couture to this very beautiful Studio W glass. Now, would you believe me if I say that this was made from 100% recycled waste glass? Well, this is true. This is the story of a very small factory in Swaziland that is not just helping to create jobs, but also reducing their carbon footprint while doing so. It's got a nice ring to it.
Glass is one of those amazing materials that can be recycled over and over again without compromising quality. All Ngwenya Glass products are made from 100% recycled glass bottles. For us, it just makes good business sense. We also buy our glass from groups of gogos in different parts of Swaziland. They clean it for us, they separate the different colors, and they deliver it to us like that. Our production is very labor intensive because it's all handmade. Once it's cooled, it has to be cut, polished, ground, and then quality controlled and packaged. So you're looking at 13 people involved in just one wine glass. Looking after the environment and this earth that we live on is extremely important to us. So the recycled glass was the first thing that we did. But as we've grown the company, we have brought on more and more green practice. One is we use recycled newspaper as part of our production. We collect all the rainwater that falls off our roof. Part of our progressive thinking is finding better ways to use the energy that we need. So we've implemented a recycled oil program now to fire our furnace. Although we only use clear glass in our production, we also take in the green, brown and window pane offcuts, which we put through our crunching device, which turns the glass back to sand. We can use in brick making, we can make tabletops and terrazzo flooring. And so by grinding the glass back to sand, we complete the cycle. So Expresso holds us all together. He was trained by one of the world's leading glassblowers, Jan Ritzman. He has passed on all his knowledge to the guys below him. And Expresso leads his team like a conductor in an orchestra. Our relationship with Woolworths started about 10 years ago. But the new range that we're doing with Woolworths is fantastic. The future of Ngwenya is innovation. And we're really happy to be working progressively with Woolworths.
What an inspiring story, and something so beautiful definitely deserves to be shown off. And Lauren Rawbone, who's senior buyer at Woolworths, has definitely done that, shown off these beautiful glass pieces in this lovely table setting. Thank you very much for that, first of all.
Pleasure.
And I mean, these days we're seeing trends of artisan and homemade making through, and especially when it comes to homeware, they're doing that as well. So from a decor perspective, how do you incorporate homemade, but also kind of keeping that chic look?
Well, Katlego, what we decided to do this season is we've incorporated artisanal product but with a modern flair.
Yeah.
So you'll see organic shapes, things like slate with rope handles, olive wood, oak, mixing the woods, all from sustainable sources, by the way. We've also got handmade Portuguese serveware, jugs, carafes, and then obviously the Ngwenya pieces right on here on the left.
Well, certainly no shortage of variety there, right?
No.
So when it comes to keeping these glass pieces looking sparkly clean, because you're going to be displaying them or using them for your guests, what are some of your top tips of keeping them clean?
Well, the trick is, if you do have a dishwasher, and I'm always a fan of dishwashing everything that we possibly can, always keep them on the top rack, never on the bottom, because they will break.
Oh.
So with the way the dishwasher moves, it's always best to keep them secure on the top rack, facing down.
Yes.
When you take them out, you you always want to use a dry cloth or even a microfiber cloth, something that doesn't attract dust, and then wipe them clean. If you want to hand wash them, you can always use just a normal cloth. I use a normal cloth, but then always turn them upside down when you want to dry them, and make sure there's a piece of surface or a gap in between the surface and the glass so that air can move. Otherwise, you get that really funny smell in a glass.
Oh, right. Also, when I wash dishes, there's always like the soapy part of the dish, the water mix, and then in the other sink, the cold water that you rinse over.
Yes.
That change in temperature also very important, that you don't make it too drastic, right?
Correct. If the variance in temperatures could cause the glass to break, any sort of really big variance, it shouldn't be. So you can use hot and cold water, not sort of scorching hot and freezing cold.
Yes, yes. And are you finicky like most people are about this? Do you store your glasses upside down or right side up?
I have to say, I'm definitely up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really make a difference. It depends, though. So, I mean, if you're using glasses for display pieces, for instance, so if you're using things like tea lights and tumblers, and you're using a sort of a bouquet and glass in the carafe, you know, obviously you're storing them up because they're display pieces.
Yeah.
I think when they're drinking glasses, you should take care and actually turn them upside down when you store them.
Fantastic. And thank you very much for bringing us these. I think they are really wonderful. All of them, of course, available at Woolworths. And we are giving away a hamper of these beautiful glasses. We have details for you on your screen right now. Lauren, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, let's find out what else is coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And Graham has those details.